What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown. I built a team around an Assault Vest Clawitzer, and I'm very excited to go ahead and show it off today. We have 4 attacks, obviously, with the Assault Vest. We have a very unique EV spread right here, and I'm going to go ahead and go over that. The speed is for Spadef Tapu Bulu. After rocks, we can kill it with 2 Ice Beams, and if they don't have any speed, because they have it all in HP and Spadef, we can go ahead and outpace that. 188 in HP investment right here and 4 in Spadef allows us to take 2 Dark Pulses from Ash-Greninja before the Battle Bond with rocks up. So even if we switch into rocks and go down to 88, we can take like 43 max from a Dark Pulse and we can threaten them out with the Aura Sphere. And then I just put the rest right here into special attack with a modest nature, and it should be a very fun Pokemon to try out today. Pairing it with a Choice Band Hoopa-Unbound, because the main 2 switch-ins are like Chansey and Toxapex, they kind of just eat these hits up, so Hoopa-Unbound forces those 2 Pokemon out. SD-Mega Scizorite here is great for the U-turn momentum into either of these. It's also just a good late-game cleaner with the Swords Dance Bullet Punch combination. Heatran right here is our rocker, and Fairy Resist alongside Mega Scizor. Tornadus is a Z moveset, and then for speed control, we have Choice Scarf Tapu Bulu right here, a secondary Ash-Greninja switch-in. Just in case I use Clawitzer for other things, I figured I would want a secondary response right here, so that will be the team. It can be found down below in the description if you do want to try it out, and let's get right into the games. Alright, I got a game right here. My opponent has a very cool team consisting of a Nidoqueen and a Mega Heracross. I gotta be careful with my Banded Hoopa that it doesn't get Pursuit trapped by a Alolan Muck, but as I lead right here, I do value the idea of Tornadus leading. I can kind of just U-turn out on anything, and I think Nidoqueen might be their lead right here, as they do lead Nidoqueen, and essentially what I can do is just go right for a... I think just the Z right away is okay. If they pivot to Zapdos, it could be annoying, but I figured they would go for Rocks first. And I want to see how much... It just straight up kills it, okay. So they're like some sort of offensive set right there. You would think on a lead they would either be like... I guess it wouldn't be Sash, it would be Life Orb Sheer Force. I'm assuming they just click like Rocks or Ice Beam right there. That would make the most sense, but getting rid of Nidoqueen early is definitely very valuable. In terms of what that opens up for me, it definitely helps out my Heatran. Heatran just kind of just clicks Magma Storm now and has some fun, so that's definitely very cool. Regarding what my opponent can bring out right here, Kyurem Black for sure is something that I could see coming out. There it is. Scizor is my initial response right here. Now, if Scizor ends up taking an HP Fire, that could be really bad regarding the Heracross, but I don't think I have another play right here. I'm going to U-turn into Scizor, not expecting the HP Fire. Heatran is too good right here. I would love to keep Clawitzer right here just to Dark Pulse these 2. Let's go here into Heatran, no, Scizor, sorry, and see what exactly they're all about right now. They go for sub. I really doubt they're sub HP Fire. So I'm just gonna Bullet Punch to break. Let's see if they're HP Fire or not. They're Earth Power, okay, so that's not really that big of a deal. I can honestly just Roost up here. I'm assuming Zapdos would be their bring-in now. And, I mean, Zapdos is annoying. It kind of just clicks Discharge against everything, and it's scary for sure. Heat Wave could come out here too. I think initially I just want to use my Bulu as my pivot. It's either that or I go Hoopa, but I like the idea of going... Yeah, Bulu doesn't look very good right here. I'll go Bulu and spam Stone Edge. That's an okay play. Because they may go back to Kyurem too, right? Let's see. On a Discharge, yeah. Ideally they don't para me. They don't, nice. And this allows me to just click Scarf Stone Edge here on Alolan Muck, which is actually really cool. I need as much damage on this as possible, so... I think right here, there's still no reason to go Heatran. I'll once again pivot to Tornadus, I think. I just want to get in my Banded Hoopa now that I have this Alolan Muck weakened. I think that's very valuable, and any damage on Alolan Muck is going to help out Clawitzer as well. So, I like the current scenario. I just got to be really careful that I don't lose to, like, the Reuniclus. Now, if it's Calm Mind Acid Armor, then Hoopa just walls that, so that's very cool. That's something I got to keep in mind. How many power points does Hyperspace Fury have? That's something I got to keep in mind, too. Yeah, Tornadus is fine right here. I don't mind it taking a Poison Jab, as that is what they go for. They don't Poison Touch me, which is really nice, as what I can do right here... I think I just want to knock off right here. I don't mind losing my Tornadus, but getting rid of either this thing's item or the Zapdos' item is really good right here. I don't think you would pivot to Kyurem right now. I think you would pivot to... You would either just stay in and go or go into Zapdos, right? Those would be the 2 plays I would guess make sense. This is tricky. They go Zapdos. I don't really care about a static pair. I was trying to sack this off anyway. I get rid of Leftovers, which is always very cool. And I think once again, just U-turning into Tapu Bulu makes sense right here. Or just hard Tapu Bulu is fine. If I don't have to risk a static para, there's no reason to. They just Discharge again, and unfortunately for my opponent, they cannot para me. I think this turn, I probably just want to go for a Stone Edge once again. I don't fear Reuniclus, just because I have good pivots between Hoopa, Scizor, and Heatran. Now, it could be Fightinium Z. That's something I gotta keep in mind. I don't know if it would be Sub-Z Kyurem based on the Earth Power damage, but I'm not gonna go ahead and calc that right here. Let's see. Because I'm trying to put myself in a position where Hoopa-Unbound can kind of just click buttons. That would be, like, best case. Gotta keep Scizor healthy for Heracross. I roosted Scizor, right? I did. Good. So now it's out of range of 2 of those close combats. Can roost up. They just have to stay in right here and just go for the Heat Wave. Barely doesn't pick me off right here, as I can just Stone Edge again. Zapdos is pretty much out of the way right now, assuming I can hit another one. Nice. That's really good for me. Zapdos being gone is amazing. Reuniclus is not... This actually is amazing for me, too. I will stay in here and try to get damage off on it. I do unfortunately miss. A little bit tough right there, but hey, what can you do about it? I think SD Scizor just wins the game from this position, but... I mean, Clawitzer is just going to die to Fusion Bolt. I'll just take the win right here with SD Scizor and try to get Clawitzer to do some work the next game. Let's just go for Swords Dance. Their play is freezing me right here. That's all they can try. Alolan Muck will not help you. In fact, I think my play is always to U-turn right here and not Bullet Punch, because they could, like, potentially get a Fire Punch burn, and all that damage is so good right here. So, let's go into Torn on the Flamethrower. Okay, interesting. And here I can just Hurricane, get rid of it. And I guess Reuniclus is going to hit the field now. It's either that or Kyurem again. But Reuniclus cannot beat Heatran. Yep, Reuniclus is here. I'll just U-turn, and I think I actually go immediately to Hoopa as I think my best play on the Combine, and just throw off a Hyperspace Fury, get rid of Reuniclus, and I don't think my opponent can win yet. They're going to go ahead and get out of the game. I was really trying to position Clawitzer right there to do something, but they kept on getting in Kyurem and Zapdos, which is not really Pokemon Clawitzer can take advantage of, but we can try to get it to do some work the next game. I'll be right back. Alright, I got this game right here. My opponent is weak to several things. Banded Hoopa looks very nice right here. I kind of have to play the prediction game, although I could just try to spam Hyperspace Fury. I don't think that's going to work out for me, though. Regarding my Scizor, I gotta be really careful about the Magnezone. Scizor is actually not very good right here, unless they play these two Pokemon very poorly. As I lead, I'm actually going to lead Clawitzer, because I kind of want to catch the Deontay lead. Force out Tapu Fini right away and see what exactly they want to do. Landorus T-lead's like annoying, because they just get free U-turn damage off. But I'll go for Water Pulse first, and just see what they want to do about it. I'm assuming we'll see a U-turn right here. I guess we could see a Z come out, and that would be really bad. I don't have a Z pivot, though. And if they U-turn and get in Magnezone on Scizor, that's just really terrible. They're going to go hard Tapu Fini right here, which makes sense. If they're not Scarf, I could be Scarf. I do get a very negligible amount right there with that attack. I'll pivot to Tornadus right here, as they could... Like, I'm really tempted to double Water Pulse or even Dark Pulse here, but... Yeah, they just go for Moonblast, which is totally fine. In this position, I can just go right for a knockoff. They actually give me the leftovers, but then freeze me, which is really bad, because I was trying to get the Z off after this. Knocking off Fini is really nice, but that freeze, ideally I thought right here. I think they're going to stay in too now that they've frozen me, but they should always go Deontay or Magnezone here. That really sucks, because like getting a Z off right here on anything could be great. They do make the good play and go out into Magnezone. I'm not going to try to preserve a frozen Tornadus. I'm just going to try to go fire off the Z again. As, yeah, I'm not able to get any damage off on this, which is really bad. Chip would have been nice for my Scizor. I could have knocked off the Scarf if that's what it was. And now I'm kind of just in a tricky position right here. Landorus T is once again going to hit the field. I'll go Clawitzer again, and like any damage on Fini right now is permanent, right? So I'll just click Water Pulse. But yeah, I'm in a tough spot now because of that. So yeah, I figured Tapu Fini would come in again. I knocked off this thing's lefty, so it's actually going to be getting chipped down quite nicely here. In fact, I could just stay in and try to get it in range of Hyperspace Fury, but I don't think that's smart. In terms of my best way of winning at this point, I don't really have a reliable way. I'm going to stay in one turn here, go for the Moonblast. I mean the Water Pulse, see what exactly they want to do. They actually double to Latios, which is totally fine. I get a crit right there, and I'm pretty sure Wonder Launch or Dark Pulse can just kill. They missed Draco, but I would have lived it due to the Assault Vest, so I'll take the Justice right there. Obviously the Draco miss kind of sucks, especially because I don't think you kill me. But they just Volt Switch here, so I have no business staying in. I think Heatran is okay, but Heatran's kind of spammable here too. I'll go Heatran. That is a Specs Volt Switch, okay. So I'm glad I didn't leave in Clawitzer right there, because I actually should put a little bit more speed in this Clawitzer for that Magnezone, right? Like Timid Magnezone for sure. Tough play here. I'll just Stealth Rocks as they go for the Earthquake. The main reason I'm okay with this is because it gives me Clawitzer every time, and I'm just getting more permanent damage on everything on their team. They have to... Oh, is that a Z? Oh, that's Tectonic. That just straight up blew me away. Yeah, I lost this game, man. I'll go here into Tapu Bulu and maybe try to make something happen. Just go for Scarf Woodhammer. They had the perfect Z move for me, too. I don't think Flying EMZ would have killed. I get rid of Lando. But at what cost here? Can I win? I might just be fighting a Fruitless. I might just be trying to win a game that's impossible to win from this position. Magnezone comes in. Like, I have to pivot to Hoopa here. On a Thunderbolt. I do get a banded Hyperspace Fury off, which is nice. Magnezone will die to it, which is really cool. And they're gonna... Oh, never mind. Wow. That's where that chip on with the Flying EMZ could have been so nice here, but... Let's stop complaining. Let's go into Tapu Bulu, and then... I can't even lock into... Like, I have to go for Stone Edge here, which is ridiculous, but... And it doesn't even kill it, which is, like, really ridiculous, because... Had this thing been gone, I would have been in a good position with Tapu Bulu right here. And yeah, that miss at the beginning is going to cost me. That Supersonic Sky Strike doing 12% right there actually made all the difference, so... Like, at this point, they can go Deontay, and if they have HP Fire, the game is over. They can even go Marowak, and I have to crit that, so let's find out right here. What exactly are you doing to me? Yeah, they have HP Fire, so unfortunately, due to the positioning with my Tornadus, I really wasn't able to do much right there. I guess I would have died to the Z move anyway. I mean, like, I would have died to the Earthquake had the hit connected to Draco, so it is what it is. I'll drop a GG, and I'll go ahead and get out of the game, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got the next game right here. My team is alarmingly weak to the Mega Medicham. However, I think maybe just Scarf Bulu can anti-lead it. I'm also quite weak to Victini, however, Banded Hoopa plus Heatran right here just looks really nice, spamming Magma Storm and Hyperspace Fury. As a lead, I do like the idea of leading Clawitzer because it kind of just smacks everything, but if they lead Medicham, that would give them a kill, so there's no way I can do that. Let's instead lead Tornadus right here on potentially Medicham lead. The thing is, if I lead Clawitzer and they don't lead Medicham, I'm immediately in a good spot no matter what. I guess Zapdos lead would be annoying, and it could be Z-Lando for all I know, so never mind, let's lead Torn. On Landorus T. So if this is Scarf Stone Edge, I don't live, so... I don't think they are, though. I think this has to be their rocker. Because nothing else actually has rocks, right? So let's just go for Supersonic Sky Strike here. On a Rock Tomb, okay. Well, I'll preserve here, obviously. I'll go Scizor. And then go for the... just the U-turn. Would make sense, right? Yeah, that happens. I just U-turn here. As the Earthquake for a bit of damage, but it's nothing too troublesome. I'm trying to lure out this Medicham here. So let's go out into this, and... Like, they can go Victini or Zapdos too, but I really want to see if they go Medicham. And just sack it off to Woodhammer. That would be like a really funny scenario. Hello. Have a Woodhammer Medicham. Yeah, you have two good pivots and you risk the... Well, I guess... I don't know, because... They might Ice Punch. I don't know what exactly they're going to do here. I think they will switch out. But yeah, they decide not to, so... Medicham's out of the game right there, which is going to put me in a very commanding position here. Victini is still an issue. However, I think if it's Z-Celebrate, Hoopa can take any one hit. Zapdos hits the field here. That makes a lot of sense. I can pivot to... Heatran is my Magearna check, so let's not pivot into that right here. I think Scizor is looking relatively useless at this point, to be honest. Let's just pivot into that. On a Discharge crit, unfortunately, is able to just knock me out straight up. A little bit annoying, but I can get in my Heatran now. And I just need to try to hit a Magma Storm. And if I can hit into Zapdos, that would be really good for me. Victini is not Assault Vest. Okay, I'm curious. What are you then? I'll go for rocks here. Final Gambit as I get my rocks up. I mean, I still don't see what Magearna is going to set up on, right? Greninja comes in. I don't have no reason to go Clawitzer. I just sack this off, then get in Clawitzer, I think, after. Or even Tapu Bulu. So let's just go for Earth Power on the Hydro Pump. Get in the Clawitzer here. And I think what I want to do is just click Water Pulse. Probably into Zapdos, right? No, Magearna. Oh, it is AV Magearna. That actually is really bad for me. Because I'm gonna outspeed it, right? Which is actually not good. Well, let's get more damage off on it, I guess. But I might have put myself in a tough spot here late game. Just off the... Like, I thought it would be set up Magearna. But maybe I can still win. I think maybe. I don't know why this came out. Don't Dark Pulse flinch me, please. I'm pretty sure I can live Dark Pulse. Clawitzer, are you that bulky? That's a Z. Are you Waterium? Or that's not gonna kill. Goodbye Ash-Greninja, so never mind, my fears have been all taken away. Zapdos is here. I mean, at this point, I'll just Ice Beam on the Discharge, and all I need to do is get in Hoopa here, and actually not get para full para. That would be, like, you know, the goal, and that would guarantee a win here. There we go. There we go. And then AV Magearna cannot beat both. Like, it can't beat Hoopa, Tapu Bulu, and Torn. Like, the combination of things right here will kill it. So they are going to go ahead and forfeit. Got super sketchy at the end. Like, if that was Darkini MZ, I could have actually been in a bad spot. However, because it wasn't Specs, I think Hoopa would have been able to take anything anyway. So maybe I would have been fine, and I'll be right back. Alright, my next opponent right here is running a Sun-based team. One thing that I noticed right away is if I just lead Torn and click Flying MZ against Torkoal, something dies, right? Or it's either that or Tapu Fini takes 70%. Let's try this right here. I'm pretty sure Torkoal dies, and they don't have a good pivot right here, so I don't see a reason not to click this. Are they really going to give me the Sunsetter right away? This should die. Yeah, Torkoal is going to get blown away right there. Spadef is pretty pitiful. And I can still spam Hurricane against a lot. I guess Victini could come out here. If it's Victini, I could assume Scarf, but I would never sack off Torn. I think at that point, I could just go Heatran, in all honesty. Heatran probably has nothing to fear. Regarding Como, that's a problematic Pokemon, Como. Victini is here. I could just go for the U-turn, but I think I'll go Heatran. As they just Scarf Recreate, I'm assuming that's what that is. I can just Rocks up here on hard Como. Oh. Sub Belly Drum could be their set, so I think my best pivot is probably Clawitzer. On Lando T, okay, this is actually fine. I don't really care if they get up their own rocks, I just want to get rid of this with an Ice Beam. They actually defog and give me the Lando, so Clawitzer gets a kill right there. Very nice, as what I can do now is, I think I just want to Dark Pulse on the U-turn. So the thing is, they actually get in Como. Don't know why. I'm pretty sure I live close combat. And I'm pretty sure I live Clangorous too. I don't think Clangorous is going to kill AV Clawitzer. Let's find out here. I'm pretty sure with my investment and all that, I can... Oh, they crit me, so we're not going to find out. A little bit sad right there. I kind of wanted to actually see just for the sake of it, but... Scizor comes in here, and Scizor, I'm pretty sure, can just always 1v1 this. So let's just SD up here. Close combat, even at +1, should not be doing any sort of significant damage to me. And Bulletproof does not protect against Bullet Punch, from my understanding here. Rocks end up going up, that's fine. I'll just go for like technically a +1 Bullet Punch here, and that'll be okay. Any chip on Victini is really good for me, so I'll take it right now. I keep Scizor for Cortana, though. That's going to be something I need to keep in mind. I just go out into Heatran on Brick Break this time. Okay, good Brick Break play. I'll go Tapu Bulu on the next Brick Break. Interesting move choice, but I guess I can just Wood Hammer now. Into Cortana. Always get in Scizor. I like the Victini nickname, Checkmate. Okay, yeah, they doubled to Victini. Like, it was kind of safe, but... I can't sack off Heatran. I think I go for the Hoopa sack on the V-Crate. Because now what this allows me to do is get in my Tornadus, right? I'm sorry, my Heatran. And, like, rocks are valuable here for me, so I'll click those on Como coming in. And I'm going to go for the endgame with just SD Scizor bullet punching through. Meaning right here I just Earth Power on the close combat. I go Scizor every time. I immediately click U-turn, I think, on Tapu Fini. Get in my Tornadus here, and I need this in range of Bullet Punch, so let's just start clicking Knockoff into Hurricane. Yeah, I think SD Scizor wins this game. Oh, they have defog, right? I completely ignored that. How many SDs? I probably need quite a few SDs now. In fact, I think I just lost because of that. They give me Cortana. They're going to get in Victini, right? Alright, maybe I can go off a choke here. Let's go for the... Do I sack this or Scizor? I sack this. Oh, well, I guess I'm sacking Scizor. I mean, Torn can beat the other two as well. I'm just going to wait a bit. Maybe they'll think that... I have to go Bulu and hope they stay in. That's my play. So let's just go for Scarf Stone Edge here. And... yeah, they're not going to stay in. They know they have the game secured by switching out, so... like, I guess my play is to Tornadus here. On a Moonblast drop. That's not helpful. Let's go for the U-turn. Get this back in. Click Wood Hammer here. Knock that out. Victini comes in and just clicks a V-Create, right? And unless Tornadus wants to take that on, which I don't think it does. Wasn't Scarf? Oh, that's interesting. I could actually win this game then. Hello? If you're not Scarf, I actually do win this game. I'm very confused. Yeah, I'm so confused. Was it not Scarf that entire time? Did I miss an item? Must have missed an item, but we're able to go ahead and win right there. I am very confused. I thought banded? Like, was it just banded the entire time and I'm bad? I feel like I might have been banded, but I don't know. I just got a win that I don't think I should have gotten, but I'll be right back. Alright, I got the next game right here. My opponent's team is very threatening, mainly just due to Garchomp. Garchomp in particular looks very bad right here. I mean, bad as in terms of, like, it's going to destroy my team. Regarding my lead, I like the Clawitzer lead, actually, because it doesn't really mind Rotom or Gran. I mean, I guess Volt Switch into Feeny is just, like, their all-around best place, so I guess I'll go Heatran here on said Volt Switch. That just gives them a Garchomp, though. Is that something I'm really interested in doing? Maybe I'll just attack turn 1 and take the Volt Switch. It's not a bad play. Yeah, I'll just Water Pulse here. It does an okay amount. I'm pretty sure I don't think that's Specs. Yeah, but that's the issue with this lead. They get Infini no matter what here. Maybe I can get a Confusion. I don't know if you can actually confuse under terrain. But I mean, hey, it's fine. I mean, Tornadus is always my play here because it's expendable on Moonblast. They unfortunately do get a drop right away, so that means, I mean, I can knock off. Is this Z or not? That's not Z. Yeah, that's a Scarf set. So here I can just go for U-turn. Volt Switch is a 1,000,000% their play here. I think I'll go Heatran on the Volt Switch. That's fine. Garchomp's going to come in, and Garchomp's going to be an issue. For sure, that's something I got to keep in mind. I'll go Tapu Bulu here. It's actually Mega Chomp. Yeah, it would be Mega Chomp. My bad. For some reason, I thought it might not be. This double did not help me at all. Okay, what can I do here to try to get back into this? Like, Hoopa is the key right here, obviously, because it clicks Hyperspace, but I guess I'll go Heatran here on the Discharge. Try to get up my own rocks and maybe make something happen with Hoopa. That sounds like a game plan. Let's go Scizor. So, you know what? Let's go Tornadus on the Earthquake, and maybe they'll give me the Z on this. They do. Okay, I'll take you. Thank you. Draco Meteor, huh? I mean, they definitely have a fire move as their last move. It's safe to assume that. I'll go Tapu Bulu here and just click. I think Scarf or Leech makes sense. So does Stone Edge though, but I think I'll just Wood Hammer here. It'll catch Zapdos for good damage. Okay. Let's get in Hoopa here on the Roost. And like I'll be able to kill something now, which is really cool. Although I think my best play is actually just to Gunk Shot into Feeny to get rid of that first. And now I can Hyperspace Fury for free, but that para on my only speed control in this team is so bad. I go Heatran here on the Wish. I can't let you pass this to Zapdos, so Garchomp, so I just Earth Power. I don't care about Rotom coming in. I guess, yeah, U-turn would always let you pass it to Garchomp, right? Gets a nice fat Wish off right there. Nothing I can really do about it. I guess I'll pivot to Tapu Bulu here because it's literally just fodder now. That para, like I could easily just Wood Hammer through their team now, especially because of that damage on Jirachi. But actually, I got a nice little bit of justice right there. I guess the para was 30% and the miss was 15%, so it's not technically justice, but I'll take it. There's a Dark Pulse. Hoopa can take a Dark Pulse, so I'll go Hoopa here. And I think I'm going to bank on Clawitzer maybe securing. So Zapdos will die to a couple of these. There we go. Jirachi comes in. What did Jirachi do earlier? Pretty sure Jirachi's just gonna die. Yeah, what are you doing, man? Rotom? It would have to be Timid Rotom to have a chance. Greninja comes in. I don't think you killed me with Hydro. Yeah, and you just lose that, and then Rotom can't beat my team, so... I mean, the Garchomp sucked, but I also don't know why... Like, the static pair also sucked, right? Because I could have just checked Greninja, which was, like, their only way of winning, with my Tapu Bulu in the end. So I'll take it right there, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got the next game right here. Clawitzer kind of smacks everything, which is very cool. I just click out Aura Sphere and Water Pulse against their team, and it should be able to do a lot of work. I do have Ice Beam for Tangrowth, although if it is AV, it'll definitely take me on relatively okay. I think Torn is fine right here. If they lead Kyurem, I just go Scizor, so, like, this is okay. They do lead Kyurem, which is smart. I actually don't see like another likely Scarf for it. Could just be Specs Lele plus Scarf Kyurem. So let's go Scizor here on what could have been a Scarf Fusion Bolt. So I'll take that. This just gives me a Roost. On Sub-Zero to Slammer. Yeah, no way, man. And actually, I can just get a Roost off here. And then, I think what I'll try to do is get a Heatran on Lele and try to get up rocks. Interesting maneuver here. I'll get the slow U-turn, I think. Now, let's go Torn before these rocks go up. Yeah, that's okay. And actually, I think what I want to do is Z initially. And they actually just go for Hidden Power. Not quite sure what my opponent's goal is right here. I'll defog now. Like, Emptiness is not going to be able to beat me. On the U-turn. Okay, so I get a ton of damage on Lando, which is really nice. These Pursuit Trappers are really frustrating, though. I'm trying to get my Hoopa to do a lot of work too, but not really getting the opportunity. I think here my best play is just U-turn out, obviously. That's a good start. And because they're probably going for Dragon Dance here, I'll go Bulu. On just a Stone Edge. This Bulu play was actually kind of bad, now that I'm looking at it, because I'll Horn Leech here, but, like, they could have easily just gone for the, like, Fire Punch. I guess Fire Punch and Stone Edge are the same, right? Like, Stone Edge goes to 150, so does Fire Punch. But I'll get Horn Leech and Terrain Recovery. That looks AV. Torn can just come back out. I don't care about knockoff. I just get a nice... I can go for a U-turn here on, I guess, Empoleon. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get in Clawitzer on Empoleon and go for Aura Sphere. I think that's a good play, too. Because, like, they can't really Scald Burn me to take advantage of that. They've already shown rocks on Lando, meaning I don't think it's rocks on this, too. And because Grassy Terrain's about to go down, even if Tangrowth comes out, it's not going to be getting, like, Grassy Terrain boosted attacks off. That does a really nice amount of damage. Toxic's actually kind of frustrating. Especially because I think they might have just put themselves out of range of my thing here. Yeah, and Tangrowth does come in. Pretty obvious play, but... yeah, Clawitzer being paralyzed is kind of bad. Actually, I'll just Ice Beam here for the damage. Try to open up the door for, like... actually, damage on Lele is really cool, so... I'll take that. In fact, if there's Specs, that would knock me out. I'll Water Pulse here in case there's Scarf Psychic and not Specs. Focus Blast is not going to do anything. And I get a nice Water Pulse off there. They hit 2 in a row, which is like... How do you do that? Teach me, please. But I'll go here into... I think it's very obvious they're locked into that. I don't think I really have to guess. I really wish I was a Drain Punch Hoopa for this one. Okay, let's go Torn. And just click. Like, if they missed either of those, then I think the game was over with SD-Mega Scizor, but now they actually have a chance in this thing. Yeah, Lando's gonna come in. I go Scizor. I just Bullet Punch it. And then, like, Empoleon can come out, but they're just gonna sack off the Lando. Nice. Helmet damage is a bit annoying, but I guess Specs Lele is coming out, right? What else actually comes out here to, like, actually take me on? I guess Empoleon would be the other thing. I'm not gonna risk this. I'm just gonna go Torn. And it's not Torrent boosted or anything, so I don't mind the Scald. And, I think I'll knock off here. I don't think they're going Tyranitar this turn. Yeah, they stay in right here and give me the lefties just to Scald again. The burn's a little bit frustrating, but... let's just Hurricane now. I want this in range of my Magma Storm from Heatran. I actually got a really nice Confusion, so that's kind of cool. I think I might just preserve it now. Let's go for the U-turn here. Into Bulu. Bulu can take a Terrain boosted Scald. I mean a Torrent boosted Scald, yeah. And just click Horn Leech, I think. I guess Superpower at this point would do more, but I do want the recovery against Tangrowth, so let's go for Horn Leech. Should have gone for the Superpower. I got a lot of recovery though, that's kind of cool. Scizor always comes in on this, so I really have nothing to fear with this play. You know what though, I'm really tempted to stay in predicting Empoleon because like Grassy Terrain recovery on that thing, it's actually really annoying, but we'll see. Like, maybe I should have done it. No, they go hard Lele, so... I mean, it's safe to assume a Specs HP Fire comes out. Yeah, there's that. And, we already saw it before. I think this was actually Scarf, not Specs, so I'll go for Rocks now. On the, Mega T-Tar. And at this point, I think I pivot to... Well, I can't let it set up at all. I always go Bulu here on the potential Dragon Dance. Yeah, never let it set up is the key. Do I have to Woodhammer or can I Horn Leech with Mega Tyranitar? Tyranitar, OU, Dragon Dance Mega. Why is it so far down? Bulu. Like Scarf Bulu. Yeah, it looks like I do have to Wood Hammer, because if I get rid of this Choice Band, only just doing 83 to 98, which is not enough. And yeah, I'm not playing around with a roll against a Mega T-Tar. Get out of here. And that's really good for me. Scarf Lele is actually really limited on switch-ins now, so I think the game plan is just get rid of Scarf Lele, and then I think the combination of Scizor and Hoopa can just wrap up the rest here. Because Emptiness is going to keep on getting weakened, and they're just going to go ahead and leave the game right there. I think we have time for one more, actually, so I'll go ahead and be right back. Alright, my last opponent right here is just going to be running the sample team from the OU sample teams thread right here, version number 2. I think they're going to lead Medicham, so I'm going to lead Tapu Bulu here, trying to lure that. Lando lead's not the worst, but yeah, this is what I want to see, because if they give me this Medicham right away, come here, take a Scarf Wood Hammer and just die. I don't get why nobody scouts for Scarf Bulu. I know it's not common, but like when you're risking win cons like that. I know this is Flying MZ, so I just go Scizor on it. As they go for the rocks first, that actually makes plenty of sense right here. I can just go for the slow U-turn, as they're going to go for the U-turn, obviously. I think Rotom might come in, and essentially Rotom just gives me a Hyperspace Fury. I'm pretty sure this gets blown away. And damage on Magearna is totally fine with me right here. I'm going to keep my Bulu around just for Greninja, and I think Clawitzer can help out regarding that too. I kind of want to... I'm going to Hyperspace Fury on the Volt Switch. Yeah, that's a good play, because I get more damage on Magearna either way. And even if they were to Flare Cannon me, first of all, I don't think, like, no special attack Flare Cannon even kills this, but... yeah, here we are. I'll go Scizor here on Greninja, but... like, I just go... actually, I want to see whether AV Clawitzer can actually deal with this. Okay, well, they miss, so I guess we're not going to find out that way. Let's just go for the Aura Sphere here on Rotom. I'll just barely keep it out of range of the berry, which is funny. And, yeah, I'll just Aura Sphere again on the Volt. Lando may be coming in. I think they would go Magearna. Yeah, Magearna makes a lot more sense. I'll actually Ice Beam here. Oh, it's faster? I forgot I put investment on this. I'm so bad. Yeah, this is going to come back in now. I've actually put myself in kind of a randomly bad spot here. Yeah, because I'm offensive Bulu, meaning I just stay in here. They risk Hydro Pump again. I'm a little confused about that one. Okay, let's get in Bulu. They know I'm Scarf. They're not staying in, but... like, what reason do I have to not click Horn Leech? Magearna sacks right there. I made a bad play with my... Clawitzer. I don't know why I forgot that I had speed on it, but this comes in. I just get the U-turn out into my... actually, let's Roost up. Yeah, no, none of that. Now I'll U-turn out. It'll kill a Rotom. It'll deal with Lando because I just get in Torn here and fire off a Z of my own. Z should be able to kill a Rotom, off my knowledge. And it will kill defensive Lando, and I think they went for their Z right there. So Greninja comes back. At this point, I just click Superpower with Bulu every time, and I think I just win from this position. Regarding my sacks, though, it's actually not valuable. Heatran prevents, like, a random Leaf Blade. I guess Heatran is actually the sack here. This guy cannot hit. I'll go for... actually, no, Rocks is a bad play, because I don't want that Rotom getting the recovery off the Papa Berry on the switch-in. So let's just go for Earth Power. They are able to actually hit an attack, which is good for them. I'll go here into Tapu Bulu, click the Superpower button on the Rotom sack. They're going to go Cortana and then double, but that can't help them at all. It's not going to help them in the long run. Yep, this double doesn't help them at all. The reason being, I sack Hoopa now. Always go back to Bulu. Always click Superpower. Cortana comes in, right? Yeah, it's going to take a lot. I just sack off my Tornadus on the double to Gren. Go right for Hurricane. Or I guess, yeah, U-turn is cool too. They knock me out. I go Bulu. I click Superpower. And then Scarf Cortana can't beat my team. If they sack right here, the game's definitely over, because I should be able to take a Shuriken. I'll calc though, like I don't want to be dumb, and if -1 Superpower kills, I'll just go for that. Yeah, so I had enough sacks in the back, which is really what mattered right here. Unless I'm missing something, or they crit Shuriken, that would be their win con, then I think I win no matter what. If they stay in, locking into Sacred Sword would not help them, because first of all, I think Bulu would live it from that percentage, even at -1 after the terrain recovery, and Scizor wouldn't be able to take me on. Now, I'm just going to get the calc open now. Like, how much is Shuriken doing to offensive Bulu? I don't have any HP. So, like, Greninja will be doing... Water Shuriken. Yeah, it doesn't do anything to me. They would need, like, multiple crits. So, I don't know if they're actually going to just let the timer go down, but I'll just wait it out. I don't have a reason to do anything else right here. Let's see. So, assuming... Like, how much is +1 Sacred Sword doing to... Or, like, a Sacred Sword doing to from Kartana is what I'm curious about, too. Like, Scarf Sacred Sword. That does nothing, too. Like, even at +1. I'll be able to live that, so... There is no win con for my opponent. They're going to sack. And they have to lock Sacred Sword. That's their only play. And that's never going to kill me. So we're able to go ahead and pick up a win right there. Got a little bit closer because I was able to... I made the misplay with Clawitzer, right? That's what gave them the extra sack with Magearna right there. So that was important, but I'll take the win. I did hope y'all enjoyed. Clawitzer was able to do some things in a few of the games right there. Was a very clean 6-1 live. So I had a ton of fun. You can find the team down below in the description if you do want to try it out. And I will see you next time. Later.